Hi, Brian McAboy here with Inside Out Trading. Today we're going to talk about something that most people don't get taught when they get into trading. Actually, it's a skill that pretty much almost nobody gets taught, but it's super important if consistent profits and reliable profits is your goal as a trader. I mean, for most of us, when we get into trading, we maybe heard about it from a friend, saw, got an email or saw an ad or a commercial or whatever. But we got made aware of trading, and so we wade into it, and it's like, well, and usually when we first get into it, maybe you contact a broker, and they say, well, cool, you want to trade, well, we'll fund your account, we'll get you in a trading room over here, you can learn how to trade over here in the trading room. Or the way a lot of people get sucked into trading is, it still kills me. We went to this one, it was a free seminar at a local hotel, and the whole guys for getting in there was, the habits of the successful people. And I got there, and they're just selling a trading program. It was hilarious. And they had a great package. I mean, into the room, man, or into the presentation, everybody's running to the back of the room. But anyway, most people, when we first get into trading, we are learning methods. It's like, yeah, I want to learn how to, scalp or day trade or, swing trade or whatever. But we learn methods. And of course, that is a natural starting point, of course, or it at least seems logical enough. And the thing is, unfortunately, for most traders, that's kind of the extent of the training. It's like, okay, yeah, I learned a method. Okay, the broker dropped me into this trading room. I can watch this guy trade for, a few hours a day. And that's how I'm going to learn trading is I'll just watch what trades this guy places. And that's how we learn. Maybe, you pick up a book and it has a chapter or two on risk and money management. Cool. And that is helpful. It's important. But the thing is, trading is not an entry level job. It's not. This is not something where it's so simple that just anybody can walk in off the street and start trading. And, it's like, here, show me a method and we just start trading. No. In order to do this as an independent, self-sufficient retail trader, it requires a range of skills, not just the ability to place trades. No, it takes way more than that. And the thing is, one of the main skill sets that nobody gets taught is how to be consistent. And here's the thing: most circles, most forums, groups, all that kind of stuff. Everybody talks about, oh yeah, trading. Got to learn how to control your emotions. It's about discipline and willpower, and uncover your psychological issues. What happened? What your mommy say to you when you were 5 years old that traumatized you and screwed you up for trading. It's like, no. With trading, really, it is a skill-based occupation. And if you trading requires a certain level of skills. It's up here. Again, this is not entry level. And so when you just learn a system or a strategy, you're down here because, there's other skills that you're not getting. And maybe even as far as just being as good with that strategy as you need to be. So long as you're down here operating below the level of your skills are below the level required to really be good at this and self-sufficient, it's going to be rough. And so long as you stay here and you just chase strategies or discipline, you're not going to level yourself up to here. And it's only when your skill level and your range of skills, when you have your skill set, is what is required by this job. Only when you get here does it get easy. Seriously. When you get up here, it gets really easy. Think about it with your day job. If you're a trader, you're probably a professional. Maybe a project manager, software engineer, you got your own business, you're an executive. You're not working an entry level job. Your day job probably is much more sophisticated and complex than trading, but you handle it just fine. Why is that? Why is that job, you can handle it? You go to work, some days are better than others, but at the end of the day, you go home, live life. Why is trading so much more challenging? It's because you're not as well prepared. You don't have the full range of skills like you do for your day job. You handle your day job just fine. Trading is rough. And so, one of the skills that's part of this is how to establish consistency, how to build confidence, how to, achieve consistent execution. These are skill sets. This is not discipline. This is not just willpower. These are skill sets, and there's specific progressions to making these happen and reaching the level of skill that you need with each of these. And it's really cool when you discover this and you're like, hey, yeah, there is more to trading than just having a good strategy and some discipline. There's a skill set that is required to achieve consistent, comfortable results day in and day out, and where yeah, it just runs and and it's working the way you want. And again, it doesn't feel really any more challenging than a regular day job. It's really cool. So if you'd like to find out what you're missing, well, you can swing by insideouttrading.com. I've got a self-assessment that you can do. It's a trader scorecard. And just the questions themselves will reveal a lot to you about what you might be missing. And what's cool about it is just in finding out what you're missing, you can start to fill the gaps. And when you fill the gaps and you level up, trading's going to get easy. It's not going to be such a struggle anymore. So I hope this has been helpful. If it has, give me a like and a subscribe down below. Share it with your friends, post it on your social. And go ahead, just seriously swing by insideouttrading.com, get the scorecard, got other free resources for you there to help you become a better trader. That's my thing is I want to help you become the capable trader that that you can be, so that trading really is a part of your life that you want it to be, what you signed up for in the first place. So again, I hope this has been helpful. Talk to you soon. Cheers.